Hello, friends. All right, so this week I am going to revisit a challenge. I believe it was 2018, maybe early 2019, I challenged myself to go 48 hours without my MacBook, only using my iPad. Now, I successfully navigated that challenge and I learned a whole lot about the capabilities of the iPad, how it can take the place of a laptop computer in certain circumstances. Now, coming back full circle, 2.5 years ish, maybe almost 3 years later, there's a few things in my workflow that are different that I want to transfer into an iPad only situation. The reason being that I can't always be in front of my computer. I have my setup over here. I work literally on a two computer system. Okay. It is here. I am using it right now, in fact. So I do a lot of work here at the computer, but I want to be able to be more mobile. I have the fancy Magic keyboard, and the iPad is more than capable of doing a lot of the things that I use my computer to do. So there's one thing that I know I cannot sever the tie for. So I'm planning this experiment around that. And that thing is live streaming. I cannot with the way that I currently stream, I can't just stream from my iPad because I use my iPad while I'm streaming. So that's not going to be possible. So today being Monday, when I'm filming my intentions and introduction video, tomorrow night I have a live stream, and then after that live stream, I'm stepping away from the computer until Friday. So that'll give me all of Wednesday, all of Thursday, and then Friday I can come back and say where it was, how'd it go. Now, there's a couple things, okay? There's a couple of things. Number one is this this is all October right now, okay? And lots of stuff is coming out in the shop, lots of stuff that I use Photoshop for. Now, Bren from Brennian Designs gave me a little bit of an insider tip on how to use Affinity Designer, which I already have, in a way that sort of replicates scripting in Photoshop. Now, Photoshop will only do scripting on the desktop versions. So the iPad version for how I use Photoshop, totally useless. I never open that app. So with this little tip from Bren, I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. I can do this. So I am challenging myself. 48 hours with no computer. I have to work on kits. I can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna bank them up on Monday and Tuesday so that I don't have to do it on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not doing that. I want to work on kits. I want to work on listing photos, like everything. I want to do everything that I would normally do on a Wednesday, Thursday, and that includes filming. Okay, now, it's no secret I already edit all of my videos on my iPad. That's not a secret. But I do my filming, my literal recording on my computer, and then I airdrop my files to my iPad. So this Wednesday, I'm gonna have to old school it. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out. All right, Jenna, I need to record, which I can probably use my phone to do the recording, and then figuring out the video part of it. Okay, now I'm gonna be straight up and saying this video might be absolute crap and might not see the light of day, but I'm gonna try, and I'm going to record bits and pieces like check-ins here and there. Speaking of which, hurry up, Jenna. This intro's pretty long, because I want to like take you guys along and give you kind of the insider tips and tricks on things that I learn. So today being Monday, I have today and tomorrow to work regularly. And again, I'm not working ahead. That's not the point. But I did want to touch base and make this video now so that I could have at least a good intro. just in case the filming part kind of takes a poo, okay? So, 48 hours. I will check in on Tuesday night when I put the computers to bed. Wish me luck, guys. And Bren, thank you. Okay, guys, we are checking in. We've run into one snag so far, and while it's not a deal breaker right now, I could see it being a problem later, and that is trying to download a 2.5 hour live stream so that I can edit it and re-upload it to the YouTube channel. Now, that's not to say that I can't do it. I'm not saying that I can't do it. What I'm saying is that I haven't found an easy way to do it yet, because when I go to the website and hit download, it just kind of doesn't do anything. So there's probably a workaround. I'm not saying there's not. There probably is, but I haven't had time to dig into it to try to find that workaround yet. So that was a pain. Everything else has been pretty okay. Not gonna lie, I did find myself cleaning a lot more yesterday than I usually would, in order to avoid running into a conflict. But other than that, I mean, I've been working fine. I have just did my first video with this no computer situation. It could have gone better, but it could also have gone worse. One of the reasons that I use my current setup is because the screen recording on the tablet, it's not always reliable. Now, that said, it's been about a year since I switched permanently to the setup that I currently use. So there's been several iOS updates. There was a huge one not too long ago. So they could have addressed this issue, and I just haven't tested it since then because, to be honest, I didn't trust it. But I did just record about a 10-minute video, and it looks like it worked. So that's a good thing. And I will say too that I have had a lot of fun with like customizing my desktop. Like, I did this setup yesterday just because I want it to be more functional and more visually appealing, so I'm not just like, oh, here's that thing, you know what I mean? So I've had a lot of fun doing that. I did get a lot of drawing done. I got a lot of work done for the transients that are coming, and just general stuff has been okay. I do have this afternoon, I have a conference call that I'm gonna have to call into. I don't know if am gonna have to do it on the tablet or if it's gonna be a phone thing. I don't know. It could go either way. So I made sure, just in case, that I had all the software and stuff that I needed on the tablet, and so far it looks like we're good to go. Hopefully it doesn't crap out, because this is an important call, and this if it came down to it, this would make me break my computer fast because I can't miss this call. So hopefully I have taken the precautions to make it work. Yeah, that's my check-in so far. Everything else is going okay. I do feel kind of like out of sorts a little bit because I haven't been working in my office. I've been working either on the couch or in my bedroom. I've been kind of moving around. Like I'm like a little nomad with my iPad nomad. That needs to be a sticker. But I've been kind of moving around a lot because I feel like if I'm sitting in my office, I should be working at my, on my computers. So that's a thing. It is 11 o'clock now on Thursday in the morning. And well, it's almost 11. We have like 2 minutes left. And in about 3 hours, I'm supposed to be gaming with my sister. I'm not going to be able to do that this week, so hopefully she cancels first. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to be like, yo, we got to do this tomorrow because I can't do it today. Now, this morning, okay, two more things. So this morning, I was sitting here and my husband actually was like, hey, so gaming, what's the deal? And I was like, oh, no, I forgot. But I do have an app on here that allows me to remote access into my gaming computer. But that's kind of cheating, right? That's cheating. So but on one hand, I was like, okay, that's cheating. I'm not supposed to touch it at all. But on the other, I was like, that would be a good point of testing, right? To see if I could do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not going to, but that might be something to visit for a later test. So yeah, I do have that option, but again, I didn't make the, I guess, exception at the beginning of the challenge, so I'm not going to do it now just because I remembered that I had something to do. So that's one thing. And then the other, yesterday, I kind of had a little hiccup moment because Lachlan's microphone took a poo, and we found out that it was the jack on his computer. So we had to get him a USB mic. So I went onto my tablet and I went to the, the website or whatever, but it wouldn't let me add to cart. So I was like, what the hell? Now, under any other circumstance, I would have wandered over to my computer and done it that way. I didn't have that option. So my husband ended up going onto his computer and and adding it to the basket. So that could have been an issue if I didn't have that backup. But also I didn't try it on my phone. So I don't know that that was a thing. I don't know. So those were the couple of things that I have noticed so far. Other than that, it's been going pretty smooth. I honestly think it's more mental than actual physical or software limitation, because I'm just like, oh, I should have this, I should do this. But at the same time, I'm like, Jenna, it's 11 o'clock on Thursday. You would be drawing now, so you don't need your computer for that. So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm going to get back to work. I have to edit this video right here. I have to edit this and put this in. So yeah, I will check in at the end of the day if anything else comes up, so forth and so on, because tonight's it. This is the last day. So I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, bye. All right, guys, we have arrived. The time has come to put this challenge to bed. All right, so it is now Friday morning. I was going to check in last night, but my iPad ran out of power. I was working all day long. So yeah, had to plug her in, and I figured, whatever, I'll just pick it up this morning. So I am back in the office. I have been working on the computer this morning because before I switched, or before the challenge kicked in, I had sent a bunch of files over here and then forgot to pull them back. So I had to jump right back on that train and get back to work. So I'm going to say this. Last time I did this challenge in 2019, I feel like it was a lot more of a challenge, because I was not that familiar with the capabilities of the iPad at the time. Now, I feel like I know the iPad pretty well. I know a lot of workarounds for computer-based programs really well. What I struggled with the most was that, I guess, muscle memory, or just like repetitive memory. I'm so much faster at doing things on the computer when it comes to like vector graphics and things like that. So trying to do those things on the iPad definitely slowed me down. And the process of filming was, I don't want to say it was harder, but it was, again, I think just a muscle memory thing. Like if I want to film something with my computer, I just sit down and turn the camera on, right? Everything is already there. I just hit, okay, go. So with the phone/tablet setup, I had to set up my screen recording, set up my camera, make sure everything was in sync. With the editing of the video, I had to line everything up because I didn't have it set up to where everything was going into one software in perfect sync. So there was a lot of, I guess, slowing down. Like I had to be a lot more deliberate with what I was doing, which isn't a bad thing. I did learn a few more tips and tricks and things, but nothing that I feel like I couldn't have done without this challenge. So I felt very unsettled, but again, that's just because I was having to old dog new tricks my way through a lot of stuff. So, am I sorry that I did it? No, of course not. But I don't feel like I got as much out of it this time as I did the first time. So maybe I'll revisit this in a while. We'll see how it goes. But for now, it is what it is. If you guys consider taking on a challenge like this, let me know, because I think it's interesting to kind of challenge yourself and think outside the box and really delve in and learn different ways of doing things, which for me, that was one lesson that I do take away from this is I'm very set in my ways with how I do stuff currently. So changing that up a little bit really kind of shook me, because I was like, oh no, okay, I can't do it this way. So then I literally, my production slowed to a crawl because I had to do something differently. Even though I knew how to do it, the muscle memory and the autopilot was gone, and I had to be very deliberate about every choice that I made when it came to content creation and stuff like that. So if you give this a try, let me know. And yeah, it's gonna be it for me. So any of you guys around, tomorrow, as of the time this video is released, we're going to be doing pajama planning on Twitch. Links in the description. We do this every Sunday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I do want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to my patrons. You guys, I have so much fun creating for all of you. So I do want to give you a heartfelt thank you for your support and for your just constant being there. I appreciate it so much. So that's going to be it. No more gushing, Jenna. I'll catch you guys in the next video.